My name is Sarah. Today I'm going to show you how to make a pumpkin pie with a Vitamix blender. Thanksgiving's just around the corner. As you can see behind me, I've laid out my blender, all of my ingredients, measuring cups and spoons, my pie plates, and even my pumpkin. To get started, we're going to be cutting the pumpkin in half, removing the stem and all the stringy pulp. Then we're going to save the seeds, but put the two halves of the pumpkin on a baking sheet in the oven for an hour and a half at 375 degrees. Before we get started on cooking, I think it's important to have an apron on. Let's get started. All right, so first we're going to get started carving our pumpkin. Move this out of the way. Have our knife. Oh gosh. You know what? We're going to be at this for a while. I have a better idea. Let's put this to the side. And do the easy method. Libby's pumpkin. Let's take a look at the recipe. We need 1 cup of egg substitute, 3½ cups of canned pumpkin, 1½ cups of granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cloves, and 3 cups or 2 cans of evaporated non-fat milk. We put that all into the blender, just in that order, and we're ready to go. But to start, let's open our cans. First, we have the egg substitute, 1 cup. Then we add the pumpkin. Then 1½ cups of granulated sugar, a teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cloves, and last but not least, the evaporated milk. Now that our ingredients are all in the blender, time to put the lid on, and we'll be pressing the button. We'll be starting out with variable 1 and increasing to 5 for 20 to 25 seconds. Here we go. So we've preheated the oven to 350 degrees. Now it's time to fill our pie plates. go. One at a time. Set the timer for 60 minutes. And now it's time to relax and have a glass of wine. Well, I've enjoyed my glass of wine, and now it's time to take the pies out of the oven. Happy Thanksgiving!